Hi students, welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to study about a new lesson, that is gravitation. I hope that all of you have heard about gravity, gravitational force, gravitation, etc. Do you know what is gravity? Have you heard about gravity? Have you experienced gravity any time? Yes, we know that when anything is dropped, if we are having a ball and you are dropping it from a height, what happens? It will be falling towards the earth. Or when you throw anything up, what will happen to it? It will come down. It is falling down towards the earth. So, the earth is attracting every object towards it with an attractive force. This is called gravity. Now, when we are coming about this, thinking about this topic, gravity, you all might have heard about some stories. Yes? Who is the scientist who studied about gravity and explained some laws about gravitation? That is our Sir Isaac Newton. You have heard about the story that Sir Isaac Newton was sitting under an apple tree and he was reading a book. While he was reading the book, an apple fell on his head. He immediately thought one thing, why this apple has fallen down? Why it has not gone up? In place of Sir Isaac Newton, if we would have been there, what we would have done? You would have taken that apple and eaten it. Yes or no? So, we don't know whether the apple has fallen on his head or he had seen that an apple which is falling on the ground. Anyhow, due to his scientific curiosity, this question arose in his mind, why this apple has fallen down? What is the reason behind it? Because of this question, he started experiments and finally he gave a very important law to the world. Do you know which is that law? Newton's universal law of gravitation. So, in this lesson, we are going to study about gravitational force or gravity, Newton's universal law of gravitation, universal gravitational constant, Newton's second and third laws on gravitation, free fall, acceleration due to gravity, equations of vertical motion, mass and weight, thrust and pressure, pressure in fluids and buoyancy, Archimedes principle, principle of flotation, density and relative density. So, these are the main contents of the lesson. Now, we are going to study about one point. Gravitational force of the earth. I have told you anything we are dropping, it is falling down. The earth is attracting the object towards it. Body is dropped from a height, it falls towards the earth and the earth is exerting a force on the object. This is the gravitational force. This gravitational force is existing between earth and all the objects, earth and moon. There is a gravitational force between the sun and the planets. So, due to this gravitational force, the earth is able to move around the sun, the moon is able to move around the earth, we are able to stay on earth. All these things are due to gravitational force. Now, what are the different importance? I have told you gravitational force is very important for holding the atmosphere above the earth. You imagine that if there is no gravity, what would have been the condition? Then, for the flow of water in the river, if no gravitational force is there, the water is not able to flow in the same way. For keeping us firmly on the earth, we are able to stand things are here on the earth, we can keep the table, chair, desk, everything. It is due to gravitational force. For the revolution of the moon around the earth. Then for the tides, that is due to the gravitational force of earth and the gravitational force of the moon. So there is gravitational force. Now let us come to the very famous law of Sir Isaac Newton, which is that universal law of gravitation. What is this law? Every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force, which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And the direction of the force is along the centers of the bodies. So, Newton's universal law of gravitation, that is about the attractive force between two objects. If this ball is there, ball and the earth, there is a force which is between the earth and the ball, and that force is directly proportional to the product of the masses of this ball and the earth, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between center of this ball and the center of the earth. Is it clear what is universal law of gravitation? Now we can come to the mathematical explanation for universal law of gravitation. See, here we are considering two bodies, one with mass m1 and the other with mass m2. There is the distance between the centers of first two object and the second is r distance. Now, the force is directly proportional to m1 into m2, that is the product of their masses. Force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. See, inversely, that is F is proportional to 1 by r square. So, this is the mathematical expression for universal law of gravitation. Now, first point is F is directly proportional to m1, m2. Second point is F is inversely proportional to square of the distance, that is F is proportional to 1 by r squared. Both we joined and wrote F is proportional to m1, m2 upon r square. Now, you know in physics and maths a proportionality constant can be removed by multiplying the RHS with a constant. Here also we have done the same thing. This was proportionality constant, this is equal to. So, F is equal to G m1 m2 by r squared, where G is the constant of proportionality. Here we call this as universal constant. G is a constant called universal gravitational constant. Now, let us see Fg. If we want to find out what is G, we can make G as the subject of the equation. Clear? So, G is equal to F r squared divided by m1 m2. Now, what is the value of G? G is equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter squared per kg squared, that is the SI unit of G. Now, the value of G does not depend upon the medium between the object. I have told you this ball and the earth. So, the medium in between is air. If we are considering two objects, that is in water, the medium is water, but gravitational constant value does not depend upon the medium in which the two objects are considered. Now, SI unit is Newton meter squared per kg square. Again, if two bodies of masses 1 kg and it is separated by 1 meter each other. Here we will substitute G is equal to F into 1 squared by 1 into 1. So, we are getting G is equal to F. Therefore, universal constant is numerically equal to the force between two bodies of unit masses and when they are separated by unit distance. Now, coming to the what are the different properties of gravitational force. Gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. It is not a very strong force. It is the weakest force in nature. There are different forces like nuclear force, electrostatic force, gravitational force, etc. Among them, gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Now, it is an attractive force. Gravitational force can be only attractive. It cannot be repulsive force. Now, it is a mutual force, that is, ball will be exerting a force on earth and the earth will be exerting a force on ball. Now, it is mass and distance dependent one. Now, it obeys inverse square law, that means it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now, it is a long range force. Long range force means when we are considering an object and the earth, the radius of the earth is itself is a big number. So, it is a long range force. Now, it does not depend on the medium between the bodies. So, we have seen now what is gravity, what is universal law of gravitation, what are the importance of universal law of gravitation, etc. The remaining part of the lesson we will see in the next video. Bye.